Hey y'all, so I was just thinking about the story of Jesus and Judas, right? And it dawned on me, all of us have or have had a Judas in our life at one time or another. All of us have had like situations where people have betrayed us. And I got the revelation that it was all meant to happen. It was all meant for it to be fulfilled. Like the prophecy had to be fulfilled for Judas to betray Jesus in order for him to die for us to have salvation. So sometimes people have to betray us. And I know this is going to be hard for a lot of y'all to take, but sometimes people have to betray us. Sometimes people have to let us down. Sometimes people have to disown us. Sometimes people have to actually be mistaken. The devil has to actually trick people's mind to actually go against us so that the prophecy in our lives can be fulfilled. Sometimes we won't move. Sometimes God has given us instructions on things and we are still not doing it. And then he will send somebody in our life that causes complete mayhem, complete destruction, and it forces us to have to move. Why? Because we have no choice. And so when it comes to the story with Jesus and Judas, Jesus actually knew that Judas was going to betray him. Jesus told Judas, go ahead and do what you need to do, because at the end of the day, the prophecy had to be fulfilled, because God couldn't be made out to be a liar. And there were souls that needed salvation, and there were sins that needed to be forgiven long time ago. So we no longer have to slaughter sheep and bull and bullock and lambs, because the ultimate price was paid on the cross. And so when Jesus went to the cross, he couldn't have got to the cross if Judas didn't do his part. Judas' part was to betray Jesus. And if Judas didn't do his part, the guards would have never came to arrest Jesus, and then the prophecy would have, the prophecy was going to be fulfilled regardless, but it wouldn't have even played out that way if Judas didn't play his part. You see what I'm saying? So when it comes to people in our lives, we get so mad about the fact that they betrayed us, that they went against us, that, oh man, I thought you was my ace. I thought you was my right-hand man. But at the end of the day, they had to do what their prophecy for their lives was to do in order for our prophecy and our lives to be fulfilled. We had to be let down. We had to be disappointed. We had to be betrayed, because it pushed us into our destiny. It continues to push us into the destiny that God is calling us to. It continues to allow us to set stronger boundaries. It continues to allow us to heal. And I got that revelation thinking like, wow, God, so we had to be betrayed. Wow, God, so we had to be let down. We had to be disappointed. We had to go through all of that just so that our prophecy in our lives, our destiny, would be fulfilled. Ain't that crazy? So when we think about what Jesus had to do and the ultimate price that he had to pay, why do we get so wrapped up when people betray us? Why do we get so wrapped up when people come against us? Because the truth is, oh my God, it's about to rain. Because the truth is, we need those prophecies to be fulfilled. The truth is, we need those people to betray us. We need that to happen so that we can reach our full potential and our full destiny. Okay, it's raining. I gotta go. I was going for a walk, but it's starting to rain.